What is good, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. For video, make sure you leave a like. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at every single live action movie design that we have seen from Optimus Prime. Now, we'll be going over the main looks that we do see throughout the whole entire movie. For instance, we'll be pretty much using only the Nemesis Prime design for like the Last Night, since the Last Night design pretty much was the same that we seen in Age of Extinction. Now this will be worst to best, and I do have 9 designs that I will be looking at. So 9 will pretty much be the worst, and then 1 will be the best design, and then you pretty much get the gist of it. It'll go from worst to best. Without further ado, I'm gonna start talking. Let's go ahead and get into it. The first design on the list is Optimus Prime's design from Rise of the Beast in the recent Transformers movie. Now this design, I feel like it took everything from the Bumblebee movie that we liked about the design and completely ruined it. For some reason, this Optimus Prime design looks like he went on Weight Watchers. He is super skinny. I feel like they did way too much gray and silvers as compared to balance with the Bumblebee movie. I felt like the colors were perfect in that movie. The overall design was perfect, and I kind of feel like they ruined it. His head shape, again, I don't know why it's super small, and just Optimus in general in this movie was super small. Like I said, it took something good and pretty much ruined it. It's not horrible. It just, for some reason, looks super skinny. It doesn't give Optimus Prime when I see it. It kind of just looks goofy. Optimus Prime is one of the biggest Autobots there is, and for some reason in this movie, he just looks super skinny and goofy, and I just can't take it serious. Without further ado, that is number 9. Let's go and jump into the next one. Coming in at number 8 is the Revenge of the Fallen Jetfire design. This one is a weird design for me because I feel like the concept and the idea was a good idea. Like giving Optimus add-on parts to make him fly, like it sounds cool. Like for instance, let me put in gist of like Dark of the Moon, like how he has this trailer with all the added weapons and all that he could just use. That's live. I like what they did with that, but for some reason when they came up with this, I don't feel like it went how they wanted it to go as far as design, because to me the whole entire design just looks like a big disgusting mess. Like when you look at any type of picture of it, for the pictures that I could find of it, it was clear enough. It's just a big nasty mess. Like it don't look cool. It don't have an overall distinctive shape of some of the jet parts. Like you can see some of the turbines and stuff, but pretty much everything else just a bunch of mashed up metal. Like I said, it just doesn't look good. Like I said, the sound of it sounds good. Like Optimus Prime being able to fly, having add-on parts, it sounds cool. But the way they executed in this, it don't look right. It just looks like a big nasty mess. I don't have much else to say about it. That is the number 8 spot. Like I said, it's not too bad. It looks disgusting. Like it just looks like a bunch of stuff just mashed together. Let's go ahead and get to the next design. Coming in at number 7 is Optimus Prime's design from the Age of Extinction movie. This design isn't bad. I like the night look. It definitely is a cool look to Optimus Prime, and definitely a look I never thought I would see on the TV screen or just see in general. It definitely was cool to see. I love what they did with the colors. The only big deal I just have with this design, I just think it's super weird that he looks so sleek. Like he looks like a human. Like I don't like that, for the simple fact that he's transforming from a truck. Like he should have parts of the truck everywhere, and you can kind of see that they did put some areas, like try to make it look like parts here and there and wires. I get what they tried to do, because obviously he's a knight. He wanted to look sleek and like he got armor, but I just don't like it, bro. He just looks too sleek. Like he's a transformer. I'm supposed to be seeing wheels and parts that shifted into the robot form, and seeing how that switches from a car or a truck over to the robot form, being able to see them parts sitting there and knowing that, oh, that went here or that went up under this. Like that's the point of it. You kind of lose that here. It's just super sleek. Like I said, it's a cool design. I just don't like how sleek it looks. Without further ado, let's get into the next one. Now coming in at number 6 is the Nemesis Prime look from the Last Night. I'm not gonna have too much to say about this one, for the simple fact that it is the exact same design that we just talked about. The only difference is his eyes is purple and he got a big slash down the side of his face. which I think does look cooler than the original design. Like I said, there's not gonna be too much to talk about because it is pretty much the same exact design. I do feel like in this one they added a little bit more color, which made it look a little better. Definitely like the gold accents in the middle of the chest. But the biggest thing for me, like I said, that makes this above the Age of Extinction look is, of course, the purple eyes and then the red slash cross face. Definitely looks cooler. I like the fact that it's an evil version of Optimus Prime. Nonetheless, like I said, I like the design, and that's why it deserves a spot. Let's get into the next one. Coming in here at the top 5, at number 5, we do have the Bumblebee movie design. I really like what they did with this because the simple fact that I don't like the G1 looks. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. I just didn't grow up watching G1. I grew up watching the 07 movie. That's how I was introduced to Transformers. So I never really was drawn towards the G1 looks. I still don't like how they looked in Rise of the Beast and even a little in Bumblebee. I do like how Shockwave and certain characters like Starscream did look. And then of course, this Optimus Prime design. I feel like they perfectly mixed that G1 aesthetic with Michael Bay's designs of his Transformers. So it's not a straight flushed out boxy look as a regular G1 design would look like. It's more of a mixture of the two worlds. I feel like that really translated well into this movie. I don't know why they messed this design up in the new movie. I really feel like this is the perfect design that they had. And like I said, I don't know why they changed it because it was perfection to me. As far as a G1 look for the live action movies, it looks realistic enough. I have nothing negative to say about it. Love all the colors. Feel like it was color coded perfectly. Has enough red at the top, enough silver in the middle. You got some gold accents here and there. Like I said, overall, a perfect look for Optimus Prime. Without further ado, let's get into the next one. Coming in at number 4 on the list, we do have the Dark of the Moon Transformers Optimus Prime design. Now this design is pretty much the exact same design we have seen in Transformers 07 plus Revenge of the Fallen. The only big difference in my gripe with this design is that huge gap in his stomach. I personally don't like it. A lot of people might like it, and I do know a lot of people do like that design. But for me, I just don't like that gap. I don't know if they did it for the simple fact that at the end of Revenge of the Fallen, it has something to do with him gaining the parts from Jetfire, and that's why it still looks like that or something. I don't like that huge gap in the stomach. It just looks way too obvious. It's too much gray. Maybe if they added some colors to it or something, it would change it a little bit to me. I don't know. It just, like I said, the design's pretty much the same as the first and second movie. It's just that huge gap in the stomach. I don't know what that is, why it's like that. I just don't like it. But without further ado, let's get into the next one. Coming in at number 3 on the list is one that I feel like a lot of people sleep on, and it is Optimus Prime's Proto form in the first movie. Now, I feel like a lot of people, like I said, forget that they even did this, and I feel like it was a live concept. What I really liked about this was the fact that all the Transformers did look the same at one point. They had this Proto form look, which made me think as a kid, the fact that, okay, so Megatron just never changed his form. He's still a Cybertronian jet, and he's still walking around as his Proto form, and that's why he looks the way he looks. It added a little bit more cool element to the character, and then all the other characters as well, as far as you could tell their character from what they picked as far as the car and what their robot form now looks like as compared to their Proto forms that all pretty much look the same. You can see this form distinctly before Optimus scans the truck and transforms into it. Like I said, it's just a really cool concept. I feel like it adds a little bit more lore to it. And I hate the fact that they kind of went back and retconned the fact that there's Proto forms, because now it kind of makes no sense how in some movies there were Proto forms and now there's not Proto forms and they always look the way they look. It's just really weird. I wish they would have stuck with this because definitely, like I said, it adds a cooler aspect to it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the next one. Now, coming in at number 2 on the list is one of my favorite designs on Optimus Prime that I've ever seen. The form that I am talking about, or design I'm talking about, will be the Evasion Optimus Prime mode that we seen at the beginning of Age of Extinction. As you can see, this form is pretty much, if you were to take all the dirt, grime, the dust, the holes, if you were to take all that away, essentially what this design is Michael Bay's perfect Optimus Prime design. I feel like a lot of people always looked over that, but as far as in Michael Bay's universe, if you want to be technical with it, this is what Optimus Prime would look like as far as keeping him canon to him being a flat-fronted tractor trailer truck, and that's what drives this design home perfectly for me. Like I said, I just like the look. I like the fact that he transforms into that OG G1 truck. You can tell he's been through a lot while he's been on the run. Like I said, I love the design because it's pretty much the 07 look with that flat fronted tractor trailer look, as well as the beat up dirty look. I feel like it's a slept on design, but without further ado, let's go and get into the next one. Coming in at the #1 spot on the list, without further ado, we have the 07 Transformers 1 Optimus Prime design. This design to me is perfection. Like I said, I don't think any design will ever beat this design for me. I know some people like the G1 design better than this and rather see that G1 look to them on screen, but to me right here, this is how I discovered Transformers. I even like how they copy kind of this design in the animated series Transformers Prime, and it looks very similar to this design as far as even the alt mode that he has. I just love this design. It's perfection to me. Colors are perfect, the reds here and there, the fact that they added the red flame, the fact that he has that mouth as well as being able to put the battle mask on, and it just looks perfect. I don't have nothing else to say about this design that would be negative because it's perfection to me, man. Like I said, I love everything they did with it. The colors are perfect. I feel like it's not too much red. I feel like it's not too much blue. I feel like it's a perfect balance in the colors. The silver is there, the different gold parts is there, all the different truck parts as far as the tires on the side of them. I feel like that was one of the coolest scenes when he had first pulled up on Sam and you see him transform into his robot mode and you see his tires spinning, his head pulls out of his shirt. It just, to me, that is perfection as far as Transformers. I love that scene. That's what made me love the franchise. Unfortunately, I don't like how the franchise has been going recently. I hope they get it back together. Without further ado, I don't have much else to say about it. Like I said, that is my favorite design. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the list down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all's favorite designs are down in the comments. Without further ado, if you did like the video, make sure you leave a like. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Till then, I'm out. Stay tuned.